Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Grammar Fun. My name is Jaya and we will be learning grammar together. Let us do the textbook exercises of chapter 4, The Clever Escape. Next we have the vocabulary. The first one is you have to choose the correct word to fill in the blanks. First one, Rahul was bitten by a dash insect in the woods. Terrific or terrible? Terrific is for something good. Terrible is for something bad. So of course it is terrible. Second one. I would like to sit dash you. Beside or besides? Besides means except. You are not included. Beside, next to you. So beside is the correct answer. Third one. There was no reason to be so terrified. Cause, reason. Cause you will say for because. Reason is the correct answer. Fourth one. Their accent is so different that we find it difficult to understand them. Accent is the correct one. Accent is the way you pronounce a word. Accent is actually rising up. So the first one is correct. Fifth one. On our way, we dash a strange animal. Uncovered is something different. Discovered is finding out. So discovered is the correct answer. Sixth one. The sick man made frequent visits to the doctor. Frequent means maybe once or twice or thrice in a week. Rare means once in a month. Very rare. So we will use frequent. Next one in vocabulary is match the antonyms. You have to find the antonyms and write the number. First one is brave. Antonym is cowardly. Brave, cowardly. Worthy, unworthy. Deceitful, trustworthy. Conceal, reveal. Treacherous, loyal. Rejoicing, mourning. Honorable, shameful. Victory, defeat. So this is the antonyms. Next is the grammar part. You have to rewrite the sentence using each other or one another. Each other, to or one another. First one. When my parents had gone out, my brother helped me and I helped him. So which one you will use there? When my parents had gone out, my brother and I managed by helping each other. Each other we use there. So this is how you change the sentence. Second one, Sheila and I often had sleepovers. I in her house and she in my house. So how will you change that? Sheila and I often had sleepovers in each other's house. In each other's house. Third one. My mother spoke to Sheila's mother and Sheila's mother spoke to my mother, sometimes in the evenings. So Sheila's mother and my mother spoke to each other, sometimes in the evenings. Fourth one. Lali shared her recipe with Manju and Manju shared her recipe with Lali. So Lali and Manju shared their recipes with each other. So this is how you change the sentence. Let us continue the grammar part. Fill in the blanks with the correct pronouns. So you can put any pronouns accordingly. You have to see whether it is correct. You cannot just simply put out anything. You have to see. First one, eat dash dinner on time. Eat your dinner on time. The dog wagged its tail. Dog is animal, so we use its. She put all their clothes in the locker and took only hers. So all the clothes were put and she took only hers. Fourth one, that mobile phone is mine. Fifth one, I think it is his coat. He gave it to the hostess when the flight was taking off. You can say, I think it is her coat also. She gave it. So anything. Sixth one, we share our joys and sorrows with each other. Just now we used each other. Okay. Next one is fill in the blanks with reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, themselves, ourselves. So you have to use accordingly. First one, will you have to pick up the guest or will they reach here by themselves? They, themselves. Second one, as her driver is absent today, she will have to drive herself to work. She, herself. I only have myself to blame for my actions. I became myself. Fourth, why do you need help when we ourselves can do this? We will become ourselves. Fifth one, my cat can stay all by itself when I am gone for a few hours. Cat, animal, so itself. Sixth one, he has injured himself. He becomes himself. Next is punctuation. Now, before you do this punctuation, you need to know a few rules. The first one is numbers from 1 to 10 are always spelt out. Like ONE1, TWO2, from 1 to 10, you don't write it as a number. Second one, two-digit numbers are written as numeral. Like 24 is written as 2 and 4. But if they are spelled out, but if you are writing the spelling of it, it should be hyphenated. Between both the numbers, there should be a hyphen. Next one is never begin a sentence with a numeral. A sentence should never begin with a number like 8 or 16. It should always be spelled out. Fourth one, spell out centuries and decades in a sentence. Like 80s, you want to write, don't write 80 apostrophe s. You have to write EIGHTIES. For 10th century, TENTH. You have to spell it out. And fifth one is do not write two numbers together. Like 6 two-page books. So either one should be spelled out. So these are the rules. Now if you look at the exercise, first one, 3 5-year-olds are playing in the park. This is the last rule which I said. Two numbers cannot be done together. So 3 is written as THREE. 3 5-year-olds are playing in the park. Second one, there are 35 apples in the bag. So that should be number, or if it's spelled out, then it should have a hyphen. So there are 35, in between there is a hyphen, apples in the bag. I have 8 friends at school. 8 should be written as, because numbers from 1 to 10 are not written as numbers. It should be written or it should be spelled out. I have EIGHT, 8 friends at school. Fourth one, this cartoon character was created in the 90s, decades. So this was what I was telling. 90s has to be written in spelling. NINETIES. Fifth one, 25 lakh. If I'm not wrong, yes. Or 2 lakh 50,000 people had to leave their homes due to the terrible flood. So that has to be written. It should not start with a numeral. So 250,000 people, or you write 2 lakh 50,000 people also, it's correct, had to leave their homes due to the terrible flood. 12 children are absent today. Never start with a number. 12, TWELVE. 12 children are absent today. The last part is writing. Why didn't Afzal Khan's strategy work? Write a paragraph to describe how you would have planned it if you were Afzal Khan. So if you were Afzal Khan, what would you do? So Afzal Khan was not as shrewd and wily as Shivaji, and he was too sure of himself. So Afzal Khan was not cunning or too clever or a bad man like Shivaji. He was actually very sure that he will win. He underestimated the strength of his opponent. So he underestimated, he did not understand the strength of his enemy. If I were in his place, so if I was Afzal Khan, I would have had a backup plan, especially when so much was at stake. So what would I do? I will have a plan B, so that when so many things are happening, always a plan B will work. I would have made sure that Shivaji was unarmed and would have planted a few soldiers out of sight to jump to my rescue in case anything went wrong. So what would I do? I'll make sure, like when I reach there, I'll make sure I'll check Shivaji whether he's having any weapons or anything. And I would have made a few soldiers, I would have let them hide somewhere near to me. And in case something happens, they can jump and come to my rescue. I hope you have understood the chapter. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.